Welcome back to Tiny Grimes Games, and I'm here with another Star Wars Destiny video. And that's right, we got incredibly exciting news today. We have a sealed format. Woo! That's right, we have both draft and sealed. This is incredibly important for any CCG, and it's really important for a game like Destiny that's going to go through the highs and lows at the end of Spirit of Rebellion. A lot of people were tired of seeing Poe Maz every other game, the other games being some sort of nines variant. Now we're in this really terrible spot where either Phasma is dominating or FN Kylo is dominating. And a lot of people just don't want to do that, right? They want something else. So this is awesome. So let's talk about the format itself. And unfortunately, my review of it is going to be that FFG does what FFG does best, which is have this cool idea and have the implementation not be as good as we'd hoped. So let's talk about real quick what the format is going to be. So first of all, you're going to have one of these boxes. It's got a bunch of dice in it. So I'm going to assume about 15 bucks. That seems like a going rate for a starter. It has 9 dice in it, 20 cards. I'm going to say about 15 bucks. So if that's $15, and then we have these are the formats, we'll just say it's a draft. So 6 packs times $3 is $18. We're looking at $33 for a draft format. We're looking at, what, $36, $39, almost $40 for a sealed play. Now, for you and I, loyal listeners out there, that's fine. We were going to buy the draft pack anyway. We're going to use it lots of times, no problem. 6 packs, whatever. We were going to buy 6 packs for something. A new set comes out, we're going to buy 6 packs. Sure, whatever. It's no big deal at all, right? It's a very reasonably costed, even if I wasn't going to buy any packs, paying 18 bucks to play in a draft format, that could be really fun and worth it. Here's what I'm worried about. What is the goal of draft? It seems like in a lot of games like Magic, the goal is to use sealed formats to bring in new players that haven't played this game before. And to me, $33 and $39 seems like way too expensive of a price point to bring in new players. And what I mean by this is not the player who is like, oh, I've always wanted to play Destiny, this is my entry point. It's more the player who was like, oh, I was here to play Magic. There's a cool ass Star Wars game out there? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I guess for like 15 bucks I'd play a draft. Oh, no, it's $33. $33, you say? No thanks, right? $33 is a lot of money for someone to try something they've never done before. I just feel like this price point is wrong. Like, the price point needed to be substantially cheaper. There needed to be whatever the established system was. It just had to be lower than that. Whenever I was making my own systems, I was always like, oh, it's got to be like 20 bucks or under, and I was trying to build everything around that. 33 is just a lot of money, and I'm really afraid that it's going to be awesome for you and I. We are going to love the draft system. We're going to be like, the draft system was awesome. Or we're going to realize, wait. How come no one ever comes into the shop to play draft that doesn't play that plays Magic, that just thinks Star Wars is cool? And I think we're going to see why, right? That people are going to go, I'm not going to pay $33 for a draft. So that has me worried. That's the one half that worries me. The other half is that it comes with cards. Now, I assumed that a draft pack would come with cards, but I also assumed they would be sort of mediocre, middling cards that you would use to fill out whatever deck you drafted. But let's look at the characters. Anakin, at 1013, this dude is constructed playable, especially if Phasma and Kylo get nerfs. In a villain deck especially, this dude looks pretty darn awesome. So, this dude is constructed playable, and everyone gets them for their draft set. Okay, there's 10. You're only going to get a die. Now let's go to Ketsu Onyo. 2 damage sides. A really cool ability that gives her, basically redeploy on another person's weapon. This person seems really solid for 1114. I don't know about constructed playable. We'll have to do some thinking on that one. This is my first gut reaction. But here's my point. Let's say you don't draft any characters, or better yet, you draft characters. They're just not as good as these two. There's 21 points. Throw in a Jawa Scavenger who's pretty decent as well. That's 27 points. you've got a pretty decent set of characters. Now, there's two ways to look at this. There's the positive side of, hey man, you can get screwed and it doesn't matter. You're going to be fine. You open bad packs, that's the worry about draft. You're fine. You got a 27-point character setup of 3 reasonable characters. You're going to be fine. Now, here's the downside of that. You got to get pretty good cards to not see these. I think we're going to see Anakin in every single draft deck. Like, literally everyone is going to have Anakin. It's going to be like, okay, what's in your Anakin deck? And a large percentage are going to have Anakin and Ketsu. That's only 21 points. You still have room for 9. Lots of other supporting characters can go with them. And if that's the case, that literally every deck has Anakin, and most decks have either Anakin Jawa or Anakin Ketsu, it's going to get lame real fast. Suddenly, draft is going to feel like, what cards did you get to go with your draft set rather than using the draft set to flesh out the cards you drafted? To me, that's not that fun. That's almost worse than the competitive scene that people are trying to get away from, right? Where they're like, I'm sick of seeing the same deck every single time. I'm going to go play draft where, oh, every deck has Anakin. To me, that's a real problem. I really think that the right way to go for the set was to have decent cards. Like, none of them would be constructed playable. Maybe there's an event that is or something. But the cards are not constructed playable. They're purposely slotted at a lower value so that they are draft supplement cards. So that has me really, really worried that we're going to run into this problem of having all the same stuff. So for me, the bottom line with draft is it's like the most exciting day we've had in Destiny in months, maybe even like 6 months. And then it feels like such a letdown to me. Like, it feels like FFG doing what they tend to do, which is like, here's this awesome idea we have. Isn't it so cool? And then the implementation of it leaves you wondering why. Like, why did you make those choices? Out of the millions and trillions of choices you had for draft, why did you make this one? So this is one of those things where I hate being negative about the game that I love, and I'm just so hoping that I'm wrong, that this is going to be a really fun format anyway, and that we're all going to love it, and that shops are going to be amazing and be like, okay, it's not $33. We're going to do these combo packs, and for, you know, 18 bucks, you can have some packs and a draft set, and shops are going to make this happen. But it really puts a lot of pressure on stores, I feel like, to make this happen. Unless they get that MSRP down to 10 bucks on the starter set, I'm worried. I'm worried about the cost point, and I'm worried about the power level. Look at Anakin. He's amazing. Like, this dude is really good. There is no way he's not going to be in every draft set. He costs 10. You have 20 points. You can draft almost any character in the game and still use him with Anakin. I think it's a problem. All right. Well, hopefully you are having a more positive reaction to the draft set than I am. I was very disappointed when I saw this myself. But I'll see you next time on Tiny Grimes Games, and hopefully we'll get a draft in. Yeah. See you next time.